Hey ho, this is the beginning of my podcast. I call it Fake Celebrity Interviews, Not Real, Didn't Happen, and Other Stuff. You basically know that because you've seen the title. Okay, yeah, basically let's just get into it. There's 5 sections, and the first section is called One Joke, One Story. And I don't know if you probably haven't seen it, but anyways, one joke. I just tell a joke that I made up. Um, I don't try to say if it's good or bad. I just write it and do it. And then one story. And then the story comes from a fringe show that I did, a fringe festival show. Um, I did a show called Stupid is Good. And what it is stories of my life, things that happened, and then ideas and thoughts that I had. And I put it in a binder and I did it in a little theater, a little small theater. And then, so I'm using it again. I'm doing it again. It's random. I mix them all up. Okay, so let's do my one joke. Okay, here's the joke. I got screwed by a ticket scalper one time. I went down to the stadium and I was buying playoff hockey tickets from a scalper. And I saw the guy, and the guy wanted $250 for one ticket. This is the playoffs, remember? I bought 2 tickets off him. He took me for $500. What happened was, he sold me tickets to game 8 of the series. He got me. So the next year, I made sure I know what I did wrong. So the next year, I went down there again and saw another guy, scalper. And this time, he only wanted $100 a ticket. And there was 4 friends. So we all bought, they were good seats too. $400 we spent. He screwed us. He sold us tickets to Toronto Maple Leafs playoff game 1 of round 2. We got screwed. Round 2 of the playoffs. Okay, if you're a Maple Leafs fan, you know why that's funny. If you're not, then you won't get the joke. Okay, that's the joke. I didn't say they were good. Okay, now the story. I have number 130. I have like 400 little things written out. Okay, here we go. Okay. So yeah. Want to hear my view on God? Well, you're here and you're not going to anywhere, so here goes. Well, that was from the play. I sort of believe in God. Maybe there is a God, maybe not. I'm leaning towards there is a God. Anyways, my God is totally different than any God anybody has tried to conceive of. They say humans were created in God's image. Bullshit. God is the total opposite of humans. Humans have a physical being. My God has no body. God is essentially a spirit. Humans have thoughts. My God holds no thoughts in his mind. My God immediately creates without thought. Humans have sense, like smell and stuff and hearing. God has no sense, like smell, taste, hearing, seeing. He doesn't feel, smell, taste, none of that. God just creates. God doesn't care about anything. He just creates. You can pray to God to help you. If God wants to help you recover from cancer, it will happen on his creation. No amount of praying will help. God lives in the outside of matter. He is of no matter, like substance, and lives in this plane. I believe God lives in the other side of light speed. No matter, like physical matter, can move faster than the speed of light. If we could break the speed of light, we would be in the matterless plane. Matter as in like substance, like physical objects. then maybe we could feel God. But there is one problem. If matter breaks the speed of light, it's destroyed instantly. So, to sum up, God is not like humans, and he doesn't care about anything but keeping the universe moving. That's, I don't know. I wrote that years ago. It is something I thought about. But yeah, the idea that God lives on the other side of light speed, meaning, you know how people say God's up in the sky? No, light speed, whatever direction you go, and you just try to fly in that direction at light speed, that's God surrounds us, because it's all direct. Light speed is at all directions. Okay, that section's finished, and on to the next section. Okay, this is the next section. This is the main section of the podcast. This is why I did the podcast in the first place. It's fake interviews. It's going to be a fake interview. And today, we don't interview, Melissa McCarthy. She's going to be interviewed. No, she isn't going to be interviewed. Okay, well, let's get started, I guess. That's the best thing. Why wait around here? Okay. Hello, Melissa. Thank you for coming in.
No problem. I heard you like to record your podcast early. Why is that?
People wake up super early to work out at the gym.
What does that have anything to do with recording early?
I like to get what I call my raw material as soon as possible so I can edit and work on the recording.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
I also like to get my day done. I actually like working out in the afternoon. I finish work by 3 o'clock and get to the gym by 3:30.
You can get to your gym in a half an hour?
Yeah, it's just a 15-minute drive from here. I have my gym bag ready to go.
How many times a week do you work out?
I like to try to work out at least 6 days a week.
That is stupid crazy. You don't need to work out that much.
You should try it sometimes.
Oh, because I'm overweight?
Sorry to say this, but yes, you are overweight. You know this, right?
Of course I know that, asshole.
You really should do something about it.
Fuck you.
Wait until you're 65, 70 years old. You can move now, but it will affect you when you're older. You will need a walker. You will wind up. You will be winded when you walk down the street.
Worry about your own shit. Stop judging me.
I had an aunt. She died. She was about your size. In her 40s and 50s, she was fine. When she hit 65, boom, couldn't walk for more than 4 minutes. She had to use a scooter. In the end, she was in a wheelchair and in special care because she couldn't bathe herself. She couldn't walk. She couldn't get out of her bed without help. That will be you if you're not careful.
I'm strong. I'll be okay. Thank you for pointing that out. You're so helpful.
I know it takes more than me telling you to get healthy. Nobody can help anyone that doesn't want to change, so I hope you come to the decision to get yourself healthy soon.
Next subject.
I have to say, I think you are one of the funniest women in Hollywood today.
Thank you. Funnier than Ellen?
Yes, funnier than Ellen. Ellen is not the funniest woman. You are.
She is pretty funny. She is pretty great, I have to say.
The only reason she got her talk show was because Rosie O'Donnell was so popular that the producers were looking for a new lesbian comedian daytime talk show host.
Whoa, that is a long list. What are you talking about?
They wanted new lesbian, comedian, daytime, talk show host.
I don't think you're thinking straight.
Ellen just fit in there. She did fit the criteria.
But one other thing, too.
What's that?
She's smart and
What?
she is beloved by millions. Did you know she has won the most People's Choice Awards?
I heard awards mean nothing. It's just a popularity award.
Exactly.
Oh, I see. I heard she also won an award as the funniest person in America.
Really? I didn't know that, but that sounds about right.
Back to what I was saying. Ellen is a hack, and you, Melissa, are funny and totally underrated.
Thank you.
Did you start in comedy because you are fat?
I wish you wouldn't always focus on my weight.
I think that's why Chris Farley got into comedy. I think that's why John Belushi got into comedy. And I think that's why Ralphie got into comedy. And I think that's why you, Melissa, got into comedy. Is that close to the truth?
If I really get down to it, then yes. I started in comedy because I'm not pretty enough for Hollywood.
Well, I think that was smart.
Who is Ralphie?
Oh, he's this stand-up comedian. He wasn't super famous, but he was overweight. He died at a young age because of it.
That's awful.
It's great that you make yourself useful in Hollywood. Be fat and be funny. What's the saying? We all can't be Marilyn Monroe.
I don't think that's the saying, but I understand what you're saying.
We all can't be brain surgeons. We all can't be astronauts. And so on.
I learned at a young age to be funny. That really helped.
Do you think comedy is learned, or you have to have the gift?
I think comedy can be achieved by learning and by gift.
Yes, to some extent, but to be at the top echelon, I think you need to be gifted.
I don't think so in all cases.
Jim Carrey, John Belushi, Chris Farley, Eddie Murphy, Adam Sandler, Robin Williams, all gifted.
You know, you could have added a few women's names in there.
Sorry, those are just the names off the top of my head. I should have said you, Melissa McCarthy.
That would have been nice, but you didn't.
You're as good as them.
Wow, that is a great honor.
Back to the question. Did you enter comedy because you're fat?
Yes, I said yes. I cannot compete with Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Aniston, and Kaylee Cuoco, so I got into comedy.
You know what? You are better than those women you just called out.
What?
You have a loving husband and they don't.
I do love my husband.
I believe they all have had at least one divorce in their lives. You win.
Not very many people know this of me, but I did get a divorce from my first husband.
Really? What happened?
I can say this now, but my ex-husband was the worst human being on the planet.
Even worse than O.J. Simpson?
My ex-husband would beat me, he would verbally abuse me, and he raped me on many occasions.
I always found that funny that a married woman would get raped by their own husband.
You're a fucking asshole. It's a really fucking thing.
I know. I'm sorry. Go on.
Another thing he would do was to isolate me from the outside. He tried to control me. Before I met him, I had some great friends, and he turned them against me until I only had him.
Your friends sounds like an idiot. Your friends sound like idiots.
It's not their fault. It was my husband's fault.
You're right. I've heard about relations like that. It's amazing that one man can do all that, but I know it's true.
You want to know how I got even with him?
Do tell.
Of course, because I'm a woman, I would have to cook and clean for him. What I would do is to make a stew out of cans of dog food and feed it to him.
Oh, that's nasty. He never found out?
No, never. He would eat whatever I served him. To make sure he didn't get suspicious, I would also eat the stew made from dog food.
Oh no.
That's what I did, and I would do it all again if I had to.
How did you get away from him?
I don't know if you know this about abusers, but they, or he, would always threaten me, telling me if I ever left him, went to the authorities, he would kill me.
Would he really do that? Kill you?
In my mind, he had me convinced he would kill me. He has beaten me close to death, so why wouldn't I believe him?
But you got out. You are sitting with me and you have a new husband.
It's a long story.
That's why I'm here. Tell me everything.
Well, my husband was a real asshole, but he did let me work as an actor. He said nobody would hire a fat, ugly woman like me, but he let me go out on auditions. I got a job. I got a good acting gig, and it paid well.
How much did you get paid?
I got paid $100,000.
So, you used the money to get a divorce and you started a new life?
No, remember, if I leave him, he would kill me.
So, what did you do?
I told my husband I got paid $50,000 for the part. He took the $50,000, which I knew he would.
Now you have $50,000.
I used the other $50,000 and I hired a hitman to kill my husband.
Shit! So your ex-husband is dead?
No.
What do you mean, no?
The hitman bumped into my husband on the street and stabbed my husband 6 times and then fled the scene.
Yeah, so your husband died.
No, the stabbing didn't kill him. The hitman screwed up and left with the rest of my money.
There must be more to this story.
Yes, my husband was in the hospital for 1 week and he recuperated at home for the next 2 months. He made a full recovery.
How did you get away from your husband?
So, he wasn't working those 2 months. So he told me, or commanded me, to get more acting jobs. I went on twice as many auditions than usual. Then one audition, I got paid. I got the part, and I got paid $250,000.
You didn't try to hire another hitman, did you?
No. This time, I kept all the money and started divorce proceedings.
Didn't your husband say if you try to leave, he would kill you?
Yes. But I took that chance, and I guess it was just all talk, because I'm still alive, living my best self.
Yeah, I heard somewhere that 80% of those death threats by their husbands are just threats. Lucky for you.
I'm living a great life. I won.
You definitely won. Good on you. You ate dog food.
Yep.
So, I like to ask all my guests, what are you working on?
I'm working on a social media venture.
What is it?
It's a social club where overweight people go commiserate and uplift each other. I'm calling it Do Not Weigh Yourself.
I like the title. Is it up and running now?
We have a small community. Any woman over 250 pounds and men over 300 pounds can gather and meet others with no judgment.
What if you are like 245-pound woman?
Of course they can join. The weight guidelines are just a suggestion.
So they are not there to get advice to lose weight.
No, just to meet and uplift. Maybe become friends. Everyone can use a new friend.
After a few years, you encourage them to lose weight?
No. Meet and uplift.
Okay. I don't know how you are going to make money from it.
I'm not trying to make money. I told you.
I know. Meet and uplift.
Yes.
I guess that's about it. Thank you, Melissa, for your time.
You're welcome.
I can't believe you really ate dog food.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Wow. That's an interesting story. Wasn't that long of an interview. Yeah. I love Melissa. I think I saw her on Saturday Night Live and I thought she's super great. And I've seen some of her movies. She likes to swear a lot. Okay. Going on to the next section. Okay, this is the next section. And I call it Emails to the Stars. Basically, people ask a question to the stars. They don't ask questions. And they send out the question and the star, the celebrity, answers them back in an email. It's not in an email. So yeah. So basically, yeah. Okay, let's start. Okay, so Michael G asks Rihanna, that's Rihanna, yep, the celebrity, are you still mad at Chris Brown for attacking you? Okay, that's the question, and this is her answer. Wow, this is really old news. Honestly, I don't think about it much. If people don't know, I was dating Chris Brown at the time, and if people don't know, Chris Brown was a famous singer and I guess you could say rapper. One day we were driving in his car and I guess I hit a nerve. He started assaulting me. I want everyone to hear this. Assaulting a woman or even a man is not acceptable. Assault as a defense should not be acceptable either, but is acceptable because assaults still happen. I don't know why I'm even saying this, but in Chris Brown's defense, I was really abusing him verbally. That's no excuse to beat me up, but I do have a knack to assault with my words. Chris Brown is not evolved emotionally to handle my verbal ninja skills. I'm just glad I'm not physically altered by his attack. He could have killed me. You think it's not possible? He could have killed me. Remember that. Okay, to end this email, I am over the incident. It has faded out of existence. My advice is to let bad things go. Even if Chris had crippled me, I would need to live my life as a crippled person. Do everything in your power to live fully with your full self and with your limitations. Think with no limitations. Thank you and good night. Okay, wow. That's great. She's over that. What can I say about it? She says here that it's not acceptable to assault women or men, and assault as a defense should not be acceptable. That's different. As a defense, you shouldn't fight back, is what she's saying. Okay, anyways, okay, let's move on to the next email. Okay, I gotta click it. Okay. I do 2 emails. Sometimes 1 email, sometimes 2. Sometimes I skip this section altogether. Okay, Esther L. asks Donald Trump. The country is so divided. Do you feel you are partly to blame? And this is Donald Trump's answer. You're a Democrat, right? Only a Democrat would ask me that question. Esther. Esther. What kind of name is Esther? Were you born in the 17th century? You are asking 2 questions, really. The country is truly divided. When I was president, I brought the country back together. I had fixed the mess Barack Obama had done to the country. If the election wasn't stolen from me, I would have finished the job. I was so close to unifying the country. Obama had destroyed everything. He didn't bring the country together. He let immigration go to hell. I had to fix that. Second question. Am I partly to blame? No, I am not partly to blame. I am not to blame at all. In fact, when I was president, Republicans and Democrats worked closer together than in any era in history. I brought them together to make this country great again. Democrats had it great when I was president. They were dying. When I become president again, all things will fall into place. Mark my words. I will fix the country that Joe Biden has destroyed, and I will make America great again. Oh. He's a little bit of anger there. Okay. That's the email section of this podcast. Okay. Moving on to the next section. Okay, this is the next section. Okay, and this section is called Reading Children's Books Backwards. Basically, that's what it is, right? I get a book from the library. And, okay, let's begin it. Okay. He told her about his first great adventure of flying sailboats, honey tarts, and a picnic in the woods. In her sleep, Amina smiled, and the teddy bear is talking to the girl, and the girl is sleeping. In her sleep, anyways. When the picnic was over, Ollie and the Snug sailed back through the night sky and found Amina's bedroom exactly as they had left it. The Snug waved as the boat drifted away. See you next year, little buddy. Ollie waved goodbye before snuggling in next to Amina. Okay, and so there's I guess it's a boat, yeah. And there's a teddy bear. They're bears, anyways. I don't know if it's a teddy bear. They're waving. Okay, here. After the stars have been given out, it was time to celebrate. Ollie was so happy he thought his stitches would burst. And there's a bunch of teddy bears. Teddy bears, and they all have stars pinned to their body. Oh, there's a horse. He's eating a cupcake. Okay, here we go. Pinky pinned a shining star to Ollie's chest. Let's hear it for Ollie, your brand new teddy bear of the year, and for all of our teddies, she said. And for all our teddies. And this pink teddy bear, Pinky, is giving a star to, I guess it's Ollie. And they're all looking. Okay, here we go. The Teddy Bear of the Year award is given to a young teddy who excels at the ABCs of teddy care. Young teddy. Always be cuddling, Ollie said. Teddy Bear 101. Exactly. You turn Amina's bad day into a good day, and that is very special. Even the small actions, a cuddle, a kind word, a hug, have great impact. All you have are here, all you are here tonight. All of you are here tonight because you provide the comfort your children need to feel strong. That is true. Teddy bear magic. And there's teddy bears looking on, and the young girl, Amina, is putting bandages on the teddy bear and on her knees and stuff. Oh, here we go. I wouldn't be so sure about that, said Pinky. Let's take a look at the events of May 6th. Ollie's heart ached for his girl as he watched the events unfold on the screen. Oh, it's a screen. Poor Amina. She had such a bad day. Yes, Pinky agreed. But wait, it isn't over yet. She fell on her bike. She scraped her knee. And they're watching it on a big screen TV, I guess. And now for our last star of the evening. The Teddy Bear of the Year award goes to Ollie. Ollie gasps. Me? Every teddy bear at the picnic turned and smiled at him. But I'm just a regular bear with a regular job. I haven't done anything noble or brave or adventurous like these other teddies. I haven't done anything special at all. Okay. And he's gonna receive a star. Okay. One by one, Pinky pinned the stars on all the deserving teddies. As she listed their achievements, Ollie felt smaller and smaller. He tried to think of a single thing that he had done that deserved a star, but nothing came to mind. He was just an ordinary bear. And then, yeah, other people are getting stars, but he's not getting one and he's sad. The snug moved his kerchief aside, but not without some scars, he said. The crowd cheered for the snug's amazing adventures. Ollie cheered the loudest. Snug, I guess the snug is a teddy bear and he's getting a star. Okay. And now it's here. And now, a bear who needs no introduction. Snuggles, or should I say the Snug, has been a wonderful teddy bear for many years, a beloved companion to not just one child, but a family of 6. He has made it through the washing machine, spent a week in the crowded lost and found box, and even survived a teddy napping by the neighbor's dog. And there's pictures of him in the washing machine, lost and found, and the dog biting him and running with him. Oh, there's somebody else getting a star. Next we have Fang. Pinky pinned another star on a strange-looking bear with long, soft ears. Just this past week, Fang accompanied his daughter, his girl, Tina, on her first sleepover party. Ollie clapped loudly. A sleepover? He had never even left the yard. Fang was very brave. And Fang gets a star. First, I'd like to call up Boo Bear. Pinky pinned a star on a teddy with a curly coat. Boo Bear sat by her boy's side through a long sickness. Without her, young Y would have been lonely and afraid in a strange hospital bed. Ollie was impressed. Boo Bear was so noble. Sick children need all the love and comfort a teddy can give. And the teddy bear is getting a star. He has a a hat on, like his head covered with like a beanie kind of thing, and he has his arm is like tied wrapped up. Okay, here we go. After Scotty's rousing rendition of 9 to 5, a teddy bear took the stage and tapped the microphone. Is this on? Good evening, Teddies. I'm Pinky, and as president of the Teddy Bears Association, I'd like to welcome everyone to this year's picnic. Tonight, we recognize our members who have demonstrated excellence in teddy care. Teddy Bear Picnic. Okay, here we go. They ate delicious treats, competed in three-legged races, and Ollie even worked up the courage to sing karaoke. Karaoke. Okay. Shows him doing all those things in a picture. The Snug introduced Ollie to some of his friends from the Teddy Bears Association. Scotty from the Department of Bedtime Planning, Mr. Pants, Chief Cuddling Officer, and Jessica, Regional Stuffing Manager and Stitchery Inspector. Okay. When they arrived, Ollie saw teddies of all shapes and sizes. And there's a picnic going on. It's the beginning of the picnic, and he's on a boat. It's a magical boat. The teddy bear's picnic was held deep in the woods. He's riding a boat, not on water, that's floating on air with another teddy bear. And he's heading towards the picnic. I see you know your ABCs, the Snug said. Ollie was confused. ABCs, he asked. ABCs, always be cuddling. Teddy Bear 101. And they're on the boat. Don't worry about your girl, said the Snug. She'll remain exactly as she is until we return. It's teddy bear magic. Ollie gave Amina one more cuddle before he stepped into the silver sailboat. Okay. At the helm was a grizzled old teddy bear. Ahoy there, little buddy, he said. You must be Ollie. My name is Snuggles, but you can call me the Snug. I'm here to take you to the teddy bear's picnic. The teddy bear's picnic? Ollie asked. What's that? Every summer, the local chapter of the Teddy Bears Association gets together to celebrate the year in teddy care. As one of the longest standing members, it's my job to pick up the first timers like you. Now hop in, little buddy, or there won't be any honey tarts left. Ollie looked at the sleeping Amina. But Amina. And so he's on his boat by the window of Amina's window of Amina's bedroom, and they're talking. Okay. One night in the middle of Ollie's shift, a shining silver boat appeared outside Amina's window, and there it is. The boat's by the window. Okay, here we go. The best part of Ollie's day was the moment when Amina would burst through the door, give him a hug, and tell him about her adventures. At night, when he snuggled in next to Amina, he would think about her stories and smile. And they're sleeping. They're sleeping, and it's nighttime. Ollie thought being a teddy bear was the best job in the world. His shift started weekdays at 3 in the afternoon when his girl, Amina, got home from school, and ended after breakfast the next morning. On weekends and in the summer, he was on call 24 hours a day. Okay, and they're having a little picnic. Amina and the teddy bear. She's giving out tea, and there's cookies and tarts. And that's it. Teddy Bear of the Year, it's called. By Vicky Van Sickle. Illustrated by Sydney Hansen. Okay, Teddy Bear of the Year. Let's see if there's any. Oh, here it is. Acknowledgements. For Boo Bear, aka Samantha Swinson. That's from Vicky. For my favorite teddy bear, Josh. And that's from Sydney. Okay. That's that section. Teddy Bear of the Year. Okay, let's move on to the next section. Okay, this is the last section that I always do, and it's one of my dumb ideas. So if you want to stop watching now, that's fine. It's just something I add on. I call it Tik Tok Zero. So what I do is I'm on my cell phone, and I go through TikTok, and I scan through the videos, and I look for 0 likes or 0 comments on it, and then I stop. So that's what I'm looking for, and then I stop. Or if I run out of time, I'm only going to do it for about 10 minutes, I guess. And then if I don't get 0 likes or 0 comments, then I stop. Okay, let's start. I'm starting out with this guy. He has 3 million views. But anyways, okay, let's go.
If you are not using TikTok stories to
TikTok stories,
exponentially grow
commercial.
your platform, what are you?
Almost becomes like the movie.
All right,
Like
there we are. The second video.
Of this. What is the point of
Well, that was fast.
Is pointless. Is that? But that's what I love about the movie. It gives you
Talking about a movie.
experience. It leaves you with
The unsettling beauty of war. Oh, my thing is dead. My, what do you call that? The internet is slow in my house. Okay, 0 comments. I haven't even seen the video yet, so I don't know what to comment. I'm not sure.
There's
Okay.
so much going on, and you just get lost. You don't know who's on what team, and when you're trying to survive, it just doesn't matter anymore. And that's the experience you have in war. Well, not that I would know, but back in Nam, when I was in...
Oh man, my system, the network is slow. I want to watch the whole video before I put a comment down. I'll just put thanks. I love movies. That's what I'm going to put. I love movies. Then I like to put little emojis. Okay. Thanks. I love movies is what I'm going to put down. Wait, the comment's loading.
You don't know what is going on, and that's the beautiful thing. That's the experience this movie is giving you, and that's what I loved about it. I get that.
Okay.
But as a movie watcher,
Okay. The network is so bad at this house. Okay. Okay, moving on, or not moving on. This is the end, so signing off. Remember, live your life and see what happens. Okay, later.